Good evening, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. If you're seeing the red live button up at the top, that means you're catching me live with Throwdown Lisa Brown Challenge, you guys. Oh, I'm so nervous. If you're not catching me live, leave a comment down below. It says hashtag replay so I can give you an extra special shout out when I'm no longer live. But I hope you're going to be here live because this is really a big deal, you guys. I am like flattered to be here. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Let me see if I can get my laptop to cooperate so I can see comments. Hello, Aunt Anita. Thank you for sprinkling. Hello, Miss Mimi and Miss Misty. Oh, here I am. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I'm so scared. Oh my goodness. Did you guys all catch Miss Lisa Brown's craft before me? Oh, stiff competition. This is what it's all about. Okay, as I did the other night, let me stretch it out. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me turn the sound off so I don't have to hear myself. Hello, Miss Maureen and Miss Barb, Miss Jerry, Miss Nicole. Oh my goodness. So many people popping on. Hello, Miss Sharon. Nice to see you again, Miss Sharon. I just saw Miss Sharon a few minutes ago. Hello, Miss Audrey and Miss Sadie, Shauna, Diana. Okay, you guys, I gotta get going. There's a lot of friends on here tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I am competing against Miss Lisa Brown, and that's a big deal, you guys. That's a big deal. Like she's legit. Hello, Miss Lisa. She's legit crafter. You know, I'm small peanuts down here. So I feel honored to be here. So you guys, our topic or our whatever, our subject or whatever was our theme. Okay, that's the right word. Okay, get myself together. The theme is still all string me up, right? Is that hold on, let me look at my thing. String me up, okay? Remember, no paint, string me up, and using the color brown, okay? Or incorporating the color brown in here. At least I'm still doing that because I think that's still the thing. But hello, Miss Teresa and Miss Kat. Okay, I did a little prep before because we were allowed to do a little prep if we were going to use nails because nobody wants to hear me chinking on the nails for this whole hour, okay? So I took a piece of barnwood, okay? I've got my piece of barnwood, and you can see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do a mason jar. I have wanted to do one of these for a long time, so I was like, what better way to... I've done string art before. It's not my first time doing string art, so you're like, oh no, why would you do that in your first time live? But I have done string art before, just not a mason jar. So I thought, perfect, right? I love mason jars. So these are called cut tacks, okay? So if you've ever done, hello, Miss Pat and Miss Cheryl, thank you for sprinkling. Hello, Miss Virginia and Miss Jacqueline, Miss Lana. If you've ever done string art, these are good little tacks to use. And these came from, I believe these came from Lowe's, but I'm pretty sure that you can find these in any like kind of hardware store. They have like a little, see the little top, little black top on, they're kind of cool. They look like little mini, railroad tie. That's what they remind me of. These real mini tiny ones. Okay, so I left the bottom of our jar to nail in so you guys can see how I did it. Okay, because I didn't want to do the whole thing. I did the top, the kind of the hard part up here, and then down the sides, and I left 10. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. It's a Saturday night. I just came from my nephew's open house. I had to get home. I'm like, friends, I gotta go. Family, friends, I gotta get to getting because I gotta craft tonight. They're all looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, it's a thing, people. It's a thing. They don't understand. So you guys, these nails, I don't know if you can see it, they have a really fine point on them. You gotta be careful when you're taking them out. They're almost like a little needle, okay? So what I did is I took this little tool right here. This is perfect. If you want to kind of like make your pattern, you just kind of, barnwood is soft, okay? So you probably might have harder wood that you could use, but barnwood is pretty soft. This is weathered wood, so it's gotten softer over the years, right? So I just kind of use that to kind of poke where I want to put these. It just kind of gives you like maybe like a little pilot hole where you want to put your nails, okay? So I had done that ahead of time. I'm just showing you what I used. Just use one of these little tools from Dollar Tree. It's, I don't know, it's like a weeding tool for your vinyl. So big old hammer. You know what? Hold on just a second. I have a really cute hammer. Hold on. I meant to find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. If I can't, I have this really stinking cute hammer that I really wanted to show you guys, but if I can't find it real quick, then it's not gonna Wait, is it there? Here it is. Okay, my cousin's wife bought me this cute little hammer. Check this little guy out. I forgot I had it. So we're gonna use this little guy. I didn't use this earlier. So I'm just gonna take my little, I don't know, it looks like it's got a little crowbar on the bottom. I don't know where we found it down, and we were in Shipshewana, I think. Let me turn this little guy. You like doing string art? You haven't done it in a few years? I did string art, okay, so this is why I didn't want to do a ton of these, because you guys would be like, I don't want to hear her hammer. But this is a cute little hammer, isn't it? I like to turn these because the heads are kind of oval, and I like to kind of turn them so they're all going down one direction, if you can kind of see what I did. You don't have to do that, but you kind of see how they're going down because they're oval. That's just how I did it. So, did y'all have a good day today? Let's start from the beginning of what I usually have. Did y'all have a good day? My day started out with my husband and I went to an estate sale. Remember the estate sale I went to a couple days ago? Okay, this was day 3 when everything's half off, and we found a table. Oh my gosh, you guys! I'll take a picture of the table and post it on my page. It's beautiful. It's rustic. It's beautiful. We are Santa's elves. You guys, I'm weird. If you're new to my page, you're gonna learn I'm a kind of a clown, but I like to have fun, you guys. But you guys remember watching Rudolph when we're it was a good lazy day. We went to a couple garage sales. So we went to the estate sale, then we went to a garage sale. Oh, I got 2 at that estate sale. I also kind of dug through some. You guys, this is not a good one right here. See how that's a little tiny? That's not a good one because it won't hold your string very well. You think I've lost it? you guys know what I'm talking about? The old school Rudolph, where Herbie's working in the workshop, you know, with Santa. He wanted to be a dentist. I used to work for a dentist, and we used to say that one of the dentists looked like him. Like, here's Herbie. He always wanted to be a dentist. You love the hammering technique? Well, it's probably kind of obnoxious on the live, but it's fun. So imagine a couple years ago, imagine my whole family. Let's see, my mom, my aunt, my son, my brother, his kids, my sister, my brother-in-law. Who else? There's probably like maybe 10, 15 of us all doing this on a different kind of, we had like a, over Christmas, it was 2020, over Christmas break. My dad had passed away that year, and we kind of we all got together and did string art over the Christmas break, because I have a lot of teachers in my family. So, you know, the kids and the teachers are all off work. So let me grab one more out of here, and then we'll have the hammering done. You love old school Rudolph? I do too. Okay, that one's really thick. The thing is, the quality of these little nails is kind of, these are like, they're tack nails, so I think they might use them like for carpet maybe? Does anybody know? I think that's their purpose. They work really good for string art. You can get the regular little, little tiny nails. So this might be an issue right here where that one just popped out, and if it does, when I pull the paper up, I'm going to super glue them into the hole. Okay, so that might be the only issue we run into. Hello, Miss Evelyn from Wisconsin. Okay, so there's our mason jar. Or if I can talk. I'll put this little guy away for now. So cute. Okay, this template just came off the internet. I just Googled or Pinterest or I don't know. String art templates, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this down with my hand. Ooh, some of these are super glued in here already, so I may have really not done myself really any justice by super gluing them with the paper on, because some of them were giving me fits, so it might cause some issue here. But you got to rip this off here, okay? So you got to rip your little guy off here, your pattern. Might have to mess around with that top part. Well, thank you, Miss Miriam. Whoops. See, there's one that's probably that one that's just wanted to come out. Got my little tweezers here. Just pull off the extra. Pull off your extra. Extra. We'll get that little guy back in there. We'll probably put some of them where you put it in, it kind of just, maybe the hole was too big. pushed it down too far or something. 102 watching. Thank you, friends, for being here. That means so much to me on a Saturday night to be watching your old pal Kelly from Rowena May Inspired. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's another one. I hope this goes well. Again, you know, when I'm sitting here by myself just playing around with it, it goes great. Thank you for the stars, Miss Deborah. I appreciate that. Guys, not that long ago, I got my first star payout from Facebook. It takes a bit to get your stars, but you know, if you're a crafter, you know it takes a bit to get paid out for stars. You got to get to a certain amount. And I was like, oh, that made me feel so good when it just showed up in my account one day. And I was like, huh, how awesome is that? But, you know, I use that money for, you know, shipping my monthly gift-aways, so that comes in handy with the shipping costs and stuff. Okay, so I got to try to get this out of here. Thank you for spreading the joy. I appreciate that so much. Now, if some of this gives me a little fits and sticks in here, I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to go over it with the string, and, you know, it is what it is because I'm not going to fight it, right? How did Rowena May become a page? Well, let me tell you. Guys, I really, truly, honestly, I did not craft before March of 2020 when COVID was like at its, you know, height of, you know, everybody go home and stay in your house and don't come out, right? I work a full-time job, and I ended up starting to work from home full-time. And I came across a crafter one day, and I started watching. I was like, what is this? Like, this is awesome. Like, I'm really liking this. So because, don't think bad of me, because this is just who I am, because Dollar Tree was one of the only stores that was open because it has food, and it would be, you know, it's considered one of those essential stores. You guys, I'm going to use some Dollar Tree super glue. I'm going to put in this little hole right here, and I'm going to stuff that little tack back in there. And this little gel glue will make that baby stay home. Okay? Well, let me get the little hammer back out. Let me just hammer him and get in here. So I literally lived like a couple minutes from Dollar Tree. And I would just drive to Dollar Tree, and if I watched a crafter use something, I was like, oh, I gotta try that out and just try crafting. So I started crafting during that time. I feel like I'm missing two here. One right there, but I don't see two nails. Did one go off? Did anybody see one fly? So, that's kind of how I got started crafting, and then by October 19th of 20, I decided to start my own page. I feel like there's two missing. I'm gonna put two more in here. So that's really, so the name of my page itself. So that's how I started crafting. I didn't craft before that, really. I mean, I did a little things here and there, but I never like crafted like I do now. Like, it just, if I did something, it would be like, I don't know. I used to crochet blankets when my son was little. I crocheted some blankets and stuff like that, but I never really like craft, you know, like what I do now. And I just found this love for the stuff at Dollar Tree because it was so reasonable and it was convenient, and it's like, oh, you can take this and you can make into this. You guys do remember when a lot of people were making, like, taking the butter dish? They don't have that really cool butter dish anymore at Dollar Tree like they did when I first started. They have like a napkin holder that's like that, but the butter dish they've changed, and it kind of irritates me because it's such a cute craft. I took the butter dish and the salt and pepper shakers, and I made a really cool, you know, like decor for my bathroom. Now with last paper, oh, I pulled it off. I bet I probably did. It's probably sticking in here, isn't it? Oh yeah, right there. There it is. You're right. It's right there. You know. Okay, so I think I'm good now, though. Let me see. Let me hold it up here. Okay. There they are. I don't know how well you can see them, but there they are. They're all... I didn't grab that one because it had glue on it, and I'm going to stick it to my finger, and I'm going to get glue everywhere. Let me grab a paper towel real quick. Okay, so now we have to start wrapping our jar. So what I'm going to use at the top is I'm going to use some, this is like a really thin, the jute, like a jute string. It's really, really thin. And I'm going to take the top of it, or up here at the top corner, I'm going to tie this in a knot. So this is going to be our starter. I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. So the name of my page, how that came about when I decided, oh, I think I'm going to go, I don't know why I decided I thought I would do it. I'm just like, huh, maybe I should do a page. And I thought, really, in the beginning, my goal was to, like, do the live crafting, but I really wanted to, like, be able to have people come, like, to my house and, like, craft, like, we could do, like, craft nights and stuff. But then, you know, COVID was like, nope, not gonna happen. So I'm like, okay, I gotta figure something else out, right? I'm gonna put a little dot of glue on this first one, just to make sure it stays with our, and you're not really gonna see that. I'm gonna put it right there underneath there. So this is our starter string. Hello, Miss Rebecca. I'm just gonna go through, and to get this started, I'm just gonna wrap around. We're just wrapping around all willy-nilly. But to give kind of a border to the, this is like the lid of our mason jar, okay? And feel free, whoever would like to, like, keep reminding me of the time, because I don't want to run out. Hello, Miss Faye, how are you? So please, if this is the first time you're watching me, let me know in the comments. I'd love to have you hit the follow button and come back, because we do have, like, a lot of good fun and good laughs. So anyway, how I got my page name is I had two grandmas. One's name was Rowene, and one was Rowena May. Or no, one's name was Rena May. Let me get Rena and Rowene. And I took the names together and I came up with Rowena May, inspired, because my grandma Rowene was a seamstress, an amazing seamstress. You guys, if you've been here for any length of time, you've heard the story a million times, but I like to let everybody, all my new friends, know. Okay, so this top part, I have it all, it's hard to see right now, but I have it all strung around the border of it. So now I'm just going to kind of cut across and just kind of make kind of a V-shaped design, just kind of going around and just kind of doing whatever. This is just how I do it. String art can be done a million ways, just like crafting can be done a million ways. But this is just how I think it's going to look cute. Hopefully that's true when we're done. So anyway, my grandma Rowene was an amazing seamstress, and I can't sew a button on. You guys saw me try to thread the needle the other night with the with the mobile, and it was like, what did Miss Margaret say? Miss Margaret, are you on here? I don't know if I haven't seen you tonight. She said something about, I can see why you're not a seamstress or whatever. She said it was hilarious anyway. But yeah, I'll own that, right? So, and my grandma Rena May she worked for a company called Bill Knapp's. I don't know if you guys know Bill Knapp's, but we used to have what we call a commissary here in Battle Creek, and she made like the onion rings and the awesome au gratin potatoes. Oh my gosh, we have the recipe for that, by the way. If you're nice to me, maybe I'll give it to you. No, it might be Secret Squirrel. I don't know. Maybe Grandma busted it out of the vault and took it with her when she left. I don't know. Hello, Miss Allison. Okay, so let me see if I like this before I go on to the next section here. I might spin it a little bit more. So let me hold it up and show you what I just did. So here's the top of the. Do you see on the top there? It's the top of our mason jar, but we have this little section, other little section right below it. So I'm gonna go wrap it around again. Come down and wrap it around. So yeah, between the two of them, they were amazing at what they did, and I was like, well, maybe I can do something good with this crafting, and I feel like I'm pretty decent at it. I mean, I try. If anything, I just like to have fun, you guys. I just like to have fun and make people laugh and just do all the things. I had a story. I was going to tell you guys a story. What was it? Oh, well, I don't know if this is a good story to tell when I'm in a competition, but it's kind of it's funny and sad all at the same time. Okay, the first part of the story is, you guys know, okay, there we got it. We're coming across there, but I'm going to do one more. Oh, thank you, Miss Lisa. I appreciate that. Those are kind words from you. I appreciate that. You guys know I have 2 little wiener dogs. Whoops, I'm going to have to glue that one there. I have Edna and I have Espen. Edna just turned 1. Espen will be 1 on the 25th. So they're still little stinky puppies, right? That's what I call them, stinky girls. Well, gosh, what night was it? I don't know what night it was this week, you guys. Wednesday? Thursday. I think it was Thursday night. I think it was after I crafted. Thursday night. My dogs were running around the fire pit outside. Edna was chasing Espen. And Edna was chasing Espen, and Espen had something in her mouth. Okay, you guys, here's the top. Whoops. Okay, there's the top of our jar. Might be a little hard to see. How many nails did I use? Oh gosh, I don't know. Hold on, I'll have to count them. Hold on. Now the fun part is to try to tie a knot here, because we're done with this. So Edna was chasing Espen around the fire pit, and she had something in her mouth. And I was like, Espen, drop it. These dogs, I've said it a million times, my husband, if these dogs could find a buried body in this backyard, treasure, let's go with treasure, because they come up with stuff all the time. Usually it's like those rope toys that must be their old dogs that lived here in the past had buried rope toys in the backyard, because they've come up with like 3 of them. I'm like, where are these coming from? So after I finally convinced them to come in the house, Espen runs in the house and she has something in her mouth, because I'm like, she's got something in her mouth. She runs in the living room, and if you knew my husband, you know he's a big jokester, and he was like, it's a mouse! Okay, here's the top, you guys. Still might be a little bit hard to see. Sneaking cute. Okay, now we're going to move on to get this one to stay still. We're going to move on to the jar part. So for the jar, I had a vision of a blue ball jar, okay, because I love the blue ball jars. And when I went to that estate sale today, they had a lot of blue ball jars, and I didn't buy any, but I thought I'll make a blue ball jar. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna tie a knot over here. We're gonna make our border, and then fill it in. So Espen runs in the house, into the living room, tries to jump up on the couch with my husband. He's like, it's a mouse, it's a mouse. And I'm screaming like, get it out of here, get it out of here. And he's laughing at me, of course. And then Espen runs around the ottoman to the other side, and he gets up, and I'm like literally grabbing a pillow and running for the front door. And he's like, no, it's a bat. And I'm freaking out. Like, it's a bat? Oh my God, I'm thinking she's going to have rabies. There's a bat. I mean, she has her shots, but still, I mean, I can't believe that would be a good thing, right? She didn't have a bat. She had a baby bunny, you guys. It was a baby bunny. Mrs. Bunny Rabbit apparently thought it was a good idea to put a nest. We didn't know this at the time, but she put a nest underneath our deck. Why she would do that? She knew. She sat outside the fence and knew that these stinky girl dogs were in here this whole time. And she put a nest underneath our deck. Well, probably because it was safe for, other things, but it wasn't safe from those 2 ding-dongs. So I'm going to hook this in right here, just at this top. Okay, so let me hold this up and show you what we have so far. So my husband took the bunny back outside. Bunny wasn't dead. Okay, there's our outline of our blue ball jar. This is going to be cute, you guys. I'm hoping. Now the fun part is about, or maybe it's fun, but it might be a little challenging for me when I do string art. You can get willy-nilly, right? You just wherever you want, but you also want it to look good, right? So I'm just gonna kind of go around. I'm gonna just kind of go far like this and wrap it around. Like I said, there's a million ways to do this. I'm sure that you can do some patterns, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just gonna kind of go here and there. As long as you're hooking your string on your nail head, and that's why these nails are really good, because they do have a little bit bigger of a head than some of the like standard little nails you get. They don't have really much to loop it to. So these do really work well for this. And I only knew about these because I went to, like I said, my family did a class with a lady who was an art teacher, and this is what she brought to the class. And I was like, oh, well, this is really cool. So anyway, Blake took the baby bunny outside, and then the next day, okay, here's what we have so far, you guys. The next day, he was like, well, what are you going to do now? You know, they're going to still go back and find more. And I'm like, I don't know where they're at. I don't know where it's coming from. And, you know, where they found the nest. We just saw Espen running around the fire pit, right? Acting all fool. And, that's when we figured out it came under, because Edna, actually the next day Edna went underneath the deck and she was barking. She was just barking like a fool, like barking. Well, she found the nest, and what she was doing is she was going up and like nosing the nest and kind of like trying to get a bunny was moving, and she was trying to get it out of the nest, and the bunnies were like kind of moving around. The only reason why I know this is because I finally figured out where they were at. And what she comes running out from underneath the deck with this bunny rabbit, and now she's in the back, and then Espen's chasing her with this rabbit, and I'm like, drop the rabbit! You guys, my dogs love squeaky toys, and I'm sad to say that when you have a bunny in your mouth, and she didn't kill it, she was just carrying it because she thought it was a toy. She literally the bunny was squeaking like a squeaky toy. So I think she thought it was a toy. I don't know. So, oh my goodness, you guys. So now what we're doing now until the rabbits are gone, because I looked it up on the Google and it said that the babies could be in like a nest for 3 to 5 weeks. And I'm like, are you stinking kidding me? Like, what am I going to do for 3 to 5 weeks with these dogs to keep them out of this nest? Like, there's not a way. I mean, there is a way to keep them from going underneath the deck, but that would also keep the mama from being able to go back in, right? So we're like trying to like think about the babies and their mom and wishing the mom would move them, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's what they do, and yeah, I don't know. So if anybody has any ideas, I mean, I called the rescue. The rescue says they don't have a license for what are they called? Wild animals, I guess. What are they called? You know, bunnies. Can you move the nest? I don't know where. I mean, I would be worried. I think so. I did read that it says, you know how people say don't touch them, the mom won't come back to them. That says it's not true. You guys, if your string comes off, you just pull it back over, so you don't have to start your whole project over. They said that's not true. They just if the mama bunnies think that there's danger around, they won't come back to the nest. But it doesn't say if you touch them that they won't come back. You know, like I think maybe birds do that. I don't know. I've heard that before. So I did learn that. So 'cause I was worried. I'm like, oh my gosh, we touched it. Okay, you guys. Is that looking like a blue ball jar? Call the game warden. They do stuff like that. I don't think they would do that here. I don't think they. That's why everybody's like, call this rescue. And somebody said the rescue place said that they had a volunteer that might be interested in taking the bunnies, but she's like in Grand Rapids, and you guys, the price of gas money, and we'd have to, I mean, it's just like. And then another rescue set basically says, let nature take its course. So it's just one of those things that, what do you do? You know, what do you do? I just can't believe Mama Bunny, like, why did she put a nest in? Why did she put a nest right there? Like, why? Why? What were you thinking? Okay. Okay. So do you guys see the willy-nilly of just putting it wherever you want it, and you're just filling it in? Whoops. Make sure you loop it. Sometimes you gotta loop it twice just to get it to stay. Once it's getting kind of more full, there isn't as much space to hook it to. So let's see. We'll do a couple more here and then we'll call it good. You guys liking this? Miss Lisa, no, we're not in our new house yet. I wish we were. Ugh. We don't move until July 20th. It's been a long wait. It really has. We go Monday. Well, this is another reason why we're doing this. We had planned, we have a really big backyard. It's fenced in already, right? That's great. But we have, and there's a dog door already there for our puppies. And we're like, oh, this is going to be awesome because these dogs will be in and out of that thing like all day long. Because they, or at least when we're home. Because they love to be outside. But, the yard is so big, I do not want them having free reign of this entire backyard because of situations like this. Because we've already had deer born in our backyard there, and I know there'll be rabbits, and we live right in the middle of the city. It's just, it's crazy. So anyway, we're going to go Monday and meet with a fence guy, and they're going to come and give us an estimate on like maybe like kind of like a dog run, just that comes out and just contains them to one area because they don't need to be acting a fool all over that yard. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here. What do you guys think? Is that cute? Alright, so let me see if that's a good place to stop. I think that's cute. Maybe I want to see if I can go a little bit more up here. Hold on just a second. There's like one spot. You know when you see one spot and you're like, can I get the string to go that way without looking all silly? Yes, that's what I wanted to do right there. I wanted to kind of fill that spot in there, and I did it. Okay. Get that hooked around there. Now, the test is to tie this around here. Oh, I probably tied it too short. Let's see. See if I can make it work. We'll figure it out somehow here. So yeah, that was the excitement with our dogs, with the bunnies. And then my husband, okay, so my husband and I work in the same, not only the same building, the same, the same agency, but we work on the same floor, right? Whoever thought that was a good idea. No. Okay, you guys, what do you think? Is that cute? You guys like it? That was my my vision of a blue ball jar. Now I don't know how the lighting looks to you guys, but it's just a really light blue, really light blue color. But I thought that would be really cute to do. No, I don't love. Maybe I'll put a bow right there where I don't love the look of that. Okay, so we're doing pretty good with time, you guys. I was stressing. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. Okay. But anyway, he goes to work on, I had Thursday off, so on Friday when I teleworked, he had gone and he had told everybody about, hey, pick on Kelly because, she was running around the house screaming because there was a bunny, and so I got an email from one guy. He was like, hey, I heard you have a bunny problem, and I was like, really? I'm like, thank you for telling us. And my coworker says the same thing. It's like, Facebook is being mean. It kicked me off. Oh, shame on you. Okay, guys, I'm going to use lavender because who doesn't love lavender, right? Okay, so let me pull the pick. It's one of those big lavender bunches from Walmart. They're pretty reasonably priced. So I'm going to use about 6 pieces. And these, when I clipped them off, they've got some different, this is like a long one, so I'm probably going to use this as my middle one. It's a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to stick it down through the middle here. You just gotta kind of manipulate it around your string. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna use my little, you know, weeder tool again. Just pull it up a little bit. That way you don't have to cut it off. Or you could cut it off if you wanted to. Okay, so there's one piece. Okay. You forgot I'm watching live. I'll have to watch the replay lately. Oh! I know, isn't it funny? You gotta remember, if you see that red live button at the top, that means you're catching us live. That's what I always say. If not, then you can watch the replay. Okay, let's see if we like that one. So we're just shoving them in there. So there's going to be a little bit of a, I don't know if I can get that down there. You know, I almost feel like, so the tighter it is, it's harder to get it down there, but it's where these pieces hook. They give that little kind of a thick, you know, like the necks of the flowers. I know, I love lavender too. I want to plant some lavender bushes at the new house. Guys, anybody have lavender at their house? Those little lavender, I guess they're lavender bushes. They're purple like this, and maybe they're not even lavender. They just look like it. They probably aren't lavender. They're just purple flowers. All right, let me see. Let me hold this up. You're having supper from your favorite place. Wait, what? Subway? This is Subway. Are you even funny? Oops, that one didn't go in there like I hoped it would. What's what happened here? Come on. Well, thank you. You have lavender plants, Miss Pat? I don't know if this, or is it like, what's it called? Salvia? Where's Miss Shanna? She's the plant lady. Okay, you guys. My dream job to work at Subway. Yes, my nephew's open house was tonight, and he had a hot dog bar, and it was amazing. His signature hot dog was, like, he came up with a signature hot dog for him. So it was white cheddar cheese, or no, white macaroni and cheese, white cheddar macaroni and cheese, and okay, you guys, what do you think? I'm not done yet. Do you like this though? Is that cute? What I'm not loving is how far these pop up here. Hold on a second. I'm having a thought. I do have time to have thoughts, right? Yes. I do have time to have these thoughts, right? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm thinking if I take them apart, because I have time to think, that I can push it down further. Okay, hold on. Let's see. If we have to take some of these bulkier pieces, the string kind of compromises your, being able to push it down where you would love to have it go. You like the big word, compromises? It just gets in the darn way. Let's just say it. Gets in the darn way. Okay, I like that one. You didn't get a notification? Oh no! I'm so sorry. Make sure you're okay, I always hear correctors just click on my nose. No, just go up, click on those little 3 dots at the top of the page. Just hit the screen. There's the 3 dots that pop up. And make sure your notifications are on, because I'm telling you what, it is legit that I follow a ton of crafters, like 400 crafters, right? And there'll be times when it's like I won't see a crafter for a while, and I'm like, why am I not seeing so-and-so? And it's because the notification has somehow been turned off, because I don't know why, because it's stupid. That's why. No, I don't know why. All right, I might have to. Some of these I might just have to clip this off. Let me try this. Is this going to be for you, Mom? Mom, I keep giving you everything. I'm going to end up with it one day anyway. It's like, Mother, Where are you gonna put this? Actually, I could make more of these because I do have. I got this piece of wood, this piece of barn wood for 50 cents at a friend's garage sale. You didn't get notification either? Guys, check those notifications. Yes, Mother is here. Mother probably, I don't know when, if she just got on because she's probably at my nephew's open house stuff. So she probably just got home. And she is in the house. So I'm doing this a little different than I had planned to do it, but it's because I want, oh, that one went in a little bit further. I want to get these down a little bit more. Okay, so you see, we're working on it here. We're working on it. We still have 20 minutes, so we have time to work, right? I didn't know how long this was going to take me. I was able to nail in some of these ahead of time just because I didn't want to make a whole lot of like noise and stuff like that, and we were allowed to do that, so I was happy about that. So I didn't have to sit here and clonk, clonk, clonk for forever. So you guys, I will post a picture of that table we got. It's a sweet table, really sweet table. This estate sale was huge. Collectors, there were collectors there today. Of course, they were coming back on, you know, the last day when they can get everything, 50% off. And they had totes and totes and totes. This guy, or whoever it was, I assume it was a guy. I mean, I shouldn't assume, but there was they collected trains, fire trucks, like metal ones, you know, like ones that are probably worth a lot of money. So collectors were there today, you know, just with bins and bins of them, picking them for, you know, probably their stores or whatever. But there was tons, and I had to laugh. I mean, my son was there with me today, and my husband, and we were down in this basement area where all these collectible things were, and the person had a ton, I mean, literally a ton of BB guns. So you guys know the Red Ryder BB guns, you'll shoot your eye out, you know, that whole thing. But he also had like little handgun BB guns, and they were old, super old. And these three ladies came downstairs, and they were in the room, and they said, with the world today, I don't think it's right that they're just selling these guns just like, I mean, you would think they would have to, what did they say? You would think that they would have to, they'd have to sell these guns like through somebody, you know, or to make sure, you know, they're registered and stuff like that. My son was standing next to me. My son has a concealed weapon permit, and he carries a gun, and he had a gun in his pocket, and he goes, them guns ain't gonna do a darn thing. The gun in my pocket's gonna do a lot more damage, or something like that, you know, like whatever. And we were laughing, and finally I said, let me go tell them. I mean, they were like distraught, like they couldn't believe that this estate sale would have all these guns that could just go out on the street. And he said, ladies, just want to let you know, all these guns that are laying around here are BB guns. You can't sell a regular handgun at an estate sale just all willy-nilly on the table. And I said, not that a BB gun couldn't hurt somebody. I'm just saying, these are BB guns, so it's okay. And they were like, oh. And then one of the ladies says, well, I remember reading that a little kid was killed by a BB gun. I'm like, yes, I'm sure, because little kids shouldn't be playing with BB guns, right? I mean, there's still like gun safety, but I'm like, okay, I'll stop now. I got nothing. I try to just calm your fears because they're not real guns. Okay, you guys, does this look better? Now I got it down further. You guys like that better? I love that. It looks so much better. And somebody might think I have too much lavender, but I think it's stinking cute, right? Okay, so let me put a little bow on it, because I think we need a little bow, right? Don't we need a bow? And I still have 15 minutes. Does anybody have any questions for me that you want to ask me while we're, you know, finishing up here? Because, you know, I mean, if you want to ask me a question. Well, thank you, Miss Virginia. I appreciate that. Wait, who thought she got bitten by a snake? Okay, I don't know. Okay, I've got this Dollar Tree lace. I could do a little lace bow. I've got this Hobby Lobby lace. Guys, you know I love lace. Do you have a little wooden or metal word like hello or welcome? Oh, that would be cute, wouldn't it? I want to ask, how big are the baby bunnies? Do they have fur? They had some fur on them. Like, there was a little fur on them. They had little tiny ears. Oh my gosh. How many children do I have? Miss Lisa, I have one son. He is 24. He just got married, 2 weeks ago. His 2-week wedding anniversary. My daughter-in-law, she's the funniest thing. Okay, do we not like this? Need to add a word. Oh my gosh, I don't know that I have a word. Bird is the word? I don't know that I have a word. I don't know that I should run away and grab, let me see if I can grab one. Okay, hold on real quick. Let me see if I have a word. Hold on. If I can find a word in like 2 seconds, I'll be right back. So I have a son, he just got married. Hold on. And then I have, let's see, I have 3 stepchildren. I'm coming. I have 3 stepchildren that I just, okay, I brought the bins over with me. 3 stepchildren that have Marco Polo for sure, right? One is going to be 20. One, and the other 2 are twins. They just turned 16. So, you guys, hold on while I dig through the, I don't know if I have any words. I'm just looking through here. This might even be, this is all a lot of nautical stuff because I've been working on nautical things for my husband's bathroom. How about happy birthday? Just kidding, you guys. That's not a good thing. Add ball to your, ooh. The only way I could add ball to the jar is if I was able to string it out. I've got, that's too big. It's family. Gather. Those are too big though, don't you guys think? Coffee. We don't want coffee on there. The jar of coffee. You don't want anything else on it? I don't know if I have any words that would actually work with it. Hope. There's hope, but I don't want hope on my jar. I don't think that's a good, I mean that's a good word, but I don't know that I have a love. If I had a love, I might consider just painting it. Well, I can't paint it. You guys, that's the problem. I can't paint. Don't try to trick me. Don't try to trick me to put a word on here. Get me disqualified to paint it. Because this ding dong would paint it and then I would be, oh wait, I forgot because that's about how I roll. Okay, let me, oh shoot. Alright, I think those are probably too big, you guys. I don't know. I mean, family, it's too big. Gather, like you said, we'd have to put it on an angle. I don't know if this really, no words. Just a bow to look good. Okay. Alright, well we tried. So there, okay, well how much time do I have left? I got 12 minutes. So, do we decide we want, maybe I'm not supposed to ask you. Hold on, maybe I should have to just do this on my own and make a big girl decision. It's probably disqualifying if I'm asking. Let's see. Hold on, I'm just looking to see if I find anything else that I think that would look cuter. Hold on. Oh, maybe this one's pretty. Let me try this one. Buzz Buzz, use the wooden hearts in the basket. Wooden hearts. I think those were super big though. Those were super big hearts. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little, oh yes, this really pretty ribbon. I don't know where I got this, but I love this and I'm almost out of it. But it's cute. Oh Lord, Miss Jolene. That Raphael bow would surely get me disqualified for catastrophe. You guys, if you've been with me any length of time, you know Raphael gives me Raphael rage. Just kidding. It's just, some crafters can make, you don't think this goes with the gray? Well, it's not gray, it's blue. It's blue, and it looks, actually it looks really cute. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks really cute with it. Some crafters can make some amazing bows with raffia. They can just like wad it up and stick it in there, and it's like, boom, amazing. Yeah, for me, it's not a good thing. It is not. Did I just lose that? There it is. It's not a good thing. I probably need to do some classes. I need to do some more classes on that. I don't know. Some of them are just, it looks so cute, and you can make it all like frilly and pretty, and I just can't. It looks like it always goes, you know, all different directions, and I just don't love it. We'll put this on here, and maybe I'll find a little button. Can you tie lace around the lavender? We probably could. I kind of just like the little bow on the jar though. But yeah, you probably could. You could definitely do that. Let me cut this on an angle. See if we can just do a little angle cut here to see if it looks cute. Probably, let me see. My little loop on this side's a little bit bigger. Just a bow. You prefer small, simple bows, and the lace is perfect. Oh, well, thank you. Well, I probably could put it right here at the top. Oh, somebody did say about up here, so you want me to put it up here? That's kind of cute, putting it right up there. Or I could put it down here in the corner, so I didn't hide the neck of the jar. Maybe I should just put it right here in the corner. Let me cut these. I don't love these tails. Well, thank you. Yeah, I like this this ribbon. Like I said, I don't know where I got it. It might have been gifted to me, and I don't have any more. I'm like, I don't know. If anybody recognizes it, please tell me if it came from somewhere local. All right. Still got 8 minutes. Just messing with my bow a little bit here. Getting to look cute. Yes, I think it's going to look cute right there, you guys. A little cute little bow right there in the corner. Just a simple little bow. For this simple little crafter from a little town in Michigan. Is anybody else from Michigan on here? Besides, you know, like my family. Any Michigan friends in the house? Our weather was amazing today, you guys. Absolutely amazing. Like low 70s with a breeze. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, there's our bow. You want me to put a little button? Oh yes, Miss Jan, you are. Wait, this is a I don't know if I have a brown button. Should I do a brown button? I don't know if I have any buttons. Just keep kicking around here. I don't know. Just leave it. And Miss Marie, what do you guys think? You guys think this is a no to the raffia was a good decision? Well, thank you. Well, I think I'm just gonna stop right here, you guys. Sometimes less is more. Oh, let me just look at a lavender button. I did have a lavender button here. Pretty in Southern Ohio too. Yes, yes. Let's see if I have a little lavender bow or a little lavender button. I could put a little lavender button on there. I think that looks cute. Whoops, I know it just fell down. Little lavender button. I like purple. My one friend from Michigan likes to play euchre. Ever heard of it? Oh my gosh, euchre's the thing here. I don't know why. I don't. When my parents camped, we played what was called canasta, which is hand and foot. So you had you had to, like, your hand first, and then you had to go to your foot. Like that's what I was raised on. But euchre, I can't. I don't even know. What are the terms of euchre? Like, I don't know. My husband can play it. I think he can play it. I just never grasp. I never grasped it. And people would be like, we'd go to, like, when we were in, like, college, and people would go to parties and they'd be like, let's play euchre. I'm like, I don't know how to play that. You love to play hand and foot? Okay, I'm just looking for maybe a little bit lighter button. Maybe that would be cute. No, I kind of like that purple. We'll just go with this one, you guys. We got 5 minutes. Your parents play canasta. Left and right Bauer. Is that what it is? Bauer? I don't know it. I don't understand it. I feel like there was some other... I don't know. I grew up in a campground, basically, in the summer. My parents camped, and they met friends, and that's the games they played. And then, like, our whole family played it. Like, at Christmas time, like, my grandparents, and I think my grandpa cheated. No, I'm just kidding. You never heard of that game? You guys like to play dominoes, too? That's our thing now. We play dominoes with the train. Yep, that's our game. It's our family game. Yes, dominoes, Miss Shauna. Yes, we do too. Dominoes are fun because it's just, as long as you can count, which half the time we're like, what color do we need? You used to play lawyer's canasta with your grandma. I don't know that one. All right, you guys. Here is my finished craft. I used a piece of barn siding that I bought from a friend who was having a garage sale. She's a crafter too, but she was getting rid of it, so I bought it for 50 cents. Then we used some string to do our string art. We used these little tacks. These little tacks that you can get these tacks at probably any hardware, but these are from, I believe these came from Lowe's. And we just used some of the jute little twine string for the top of our jar, and we use this bluish color. This was my vision was a blue ball jar, and then we used this lavender pick. This came from, or spray, whatever they call them, with the big pieces from. This came from Walmart, and then we just have a little lace bow with a little purple button on there, and that's my craft, you guys, for my Throwdown with Lisa Brown challenge craft. I hope you guys like it, and don't forget, like, right after we're done here is the judging, because we have Miss Pat, Miss Tabby, Miss Kelly Munson is the guest judge, and Miss Mel from You've Got Mel will be on, so go over to You've Got Mel's page, and they'll be judging Lisa and I to see who is the challenge winner for tonight. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all being here. I mean, it means the world to me. I got like 130 eyes, and that was so exciting for me. You guys have a great weekend. Have a great Father's Day tomorrow, and just have a great night. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.